Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Shieldwall. The game is available on PC and major consoles. Shieldwall is a tactical battle simulator developed by Nezon Production and Contrast Games. Okay, gameplay. Well, the game is marketed as a funny battle simulation, and I would agree with the second part. You start out on your own, but you have gold to spend, and this can be spent on troops or upgrading your core abilities. The core abilities are available via a menu. These include unlocking different troop types, how many troops you can command at any one time, what benefits the banner has on your group, and other aspects that are essential if you're hoping to dominate the world. Speaking of the game world, it's broken down into small areas that you take on one level at a time. Your objective: capture as many flags as you can and hold them for as long as you can. The longer you hold them, the more gold you'll earn. The more gold you earn, the quicker you can upgrade your core abilities, and also it allows you to hire better quality troops for the battle. I would say though, there is a real lack of quality in terms of tutorials at the start of the game, in particular regarding the combat, and it's quite disappointing because it just throws you in, and most of your first hour is just trying to figure out what the hell everything does. Now you can engage in hand-to-hand combat, you can use projectiles, but your soldier that you control really isn't suited for battle. You die almost immediately, so if you're expecting good combat, you will be disappointed. This is a game all about managing resources, capturing points on the map, eliminating other armies using your army, and maintaining your locations that you've captured. And the missions are mostly quite samey from top to bottom. There's a bit of variation here and there, but generally it's the same kind of thing. Now I would say there were missions that lasted up to about 40 minutes or longer. And if you lose one of those missions by a couple of points, it's kind of tough to take because it's not the most riveting game. It's quite dull at times. I'd also say the tactical element is a bit disappointing. You can order people around, get them to follow you, charge, raise their shields, etc, etc, but it does become quite tiresome after you've done about 5 or 6 levels. Now, aside from the main campaign, you've got battle mode. This is set in a small arena where 4 armies vie for control. Again, it's quite mundane, it's quite long-winded, and it isn't really very interesting at all, which in many ways sums up the game on the whole. It kind of presents itself as a fun, interesting, tactical kind of battle simulator, but in the end, it's quite a long grind kind of box ticking exercise. Anyway, visuals. The console version which I played looked okay, but it did have some serious tearing issues in terms of the graphics, environmental pop-up, lots of glitches. Sound wasn't great either. The music has little or no relation at all to what's going on. It's one track fits all, over and over. Mute, yes please. Anyway, verdict. Shieldwall is a game that looks like a lot of fun, but in reality it's quite a tedious and mundane affair that loses its novelty value after a few hours. The levels are not varied enough, the combat is really underwhelming, and it's a game that has a nice concept but sadly isn't delivered in a way that matches how the game is marketed. Would I recommend it? No. Maybe in the sales it would be worth having a look at or on a subscription service, but aside from that I can't recommend it, I'm afraid. So scoring, I'd give Shieldwall, gosh, I said 6 out of 10 here. I'd probably say 5 out of 10 is probably more accurate because it really is limited and it doesn't quite execute it the way I was hoping. But maybe I'll just stick with the 6 out of 10. I think, there's something there, but it just isn't quite right. So 6 out of 10. Okay, that's the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG, signing off. Cheers.